Welcome to episode 3 of the Star Wars Celebration Japan Diaries. The time has finally come to travel to Japan for Star Wars Celebration and for Tokyo Disney and a bunch of other stuff in Japan. So today I thought we could do a pack with me with all the cosplays and the outfits and everything we've prepped so far. If you're new here, my name is Tracy and this is my vlog series of Star Wars Celebration Japan and Tokyo Disney and Japan travel. Thus far we've been doing a lot of prep, preparing outfits and stuff like that, but from here on out we are going to go into some Tokyo vlogs, which I am so excited to share. Photos of a lot of the merch and stuff has also come out. One of the things that I'm really hoping to get is the little Ewok bag charm things. They look so cute. They look like the Sylvanium family calico critter little animals. I've also been seeing friends in Japan posting Star Wars gacha machines and like Star Wars banners and stuff popping up around Tokyo. Up until now, it's been kind of rare to see Star Wars stuff in Japan unless there's like an event or an anniversary going on. So I'm like super excited. Part of me wants to go around the city and like hunt down as many Star Wars things as I can. But we do have a lot planned already for this trip, so maybe I'll like sprinkle it in throughout the vlogs. Also, panel selections happened. Let me know if you guys had any luck with that. But anyways, I have a couple new additions to the travel kit that I wanted to share real quick. The first two are tech organizers. One's got a Jedi design, the other's got like an Imperial design, and the back looks like that. Here is what the inside looks like. It's got these elastic loops, some pockets for memory cards, adapters, all kinds of stuff like that. My organization of those kind of things for travel has been a mess up until this point, so I'm very excited to have little Star Wars cases to put them in. These are all from Heroes and Villains. I'll put the info for these in the description. This one is an Imperial toiletry case. Opens almost like a miniature duffel bag. I'm sitting in like a pile of all my travel pouches and stuff, but I think what I'm going to start packing is my makeup. Completely switching gears with a pink pouch now. Makeup, I'm just going to go through real quick because my travel set is a little bit different. And I have a fun item to include, I guess that's on theme. It's the Darth Vader eyeshadow palette from ColourPop. Definitely want to use these colors for the Darth Vader outfits. The other eyeshadow I'm taking is my everyday palette, also from ColourPop, sunscreen primer. This is the one that I like to use. Face and body backstage foundation, eyebrow pencils from CoverGirl, white eyeliner, essential for the Ahsoka cosplay, blotting wipes, blush. I'm taking this Morphe one. It's called Chic Thrills and it has a combo cream and powder. ColourPop again for eyeliner, mascara from Clio, lip tint from Peri Para. That might be it. Basic travel essentials, apps, and eSIMs and stuff like that we already talked about in another video, so I'm not going to do that part here, but I will link that video in the description in case that one might be helpful. One extra essential for me is these UV arm covers. I try to dress extra modest when I'm in Japan. My family's from there and that's just what I'm comfortable with. So I do plan to pack a few pairs of these and a few oversized tees just as an easy everyday outfit. Okay, so please excuse the giant mess right now. I tried to put out all the outfits and everything into neat little piles, but it's kind of just overflowed everywhere. But we will work our way through this. In case anyone might be new here, the main costume project I made for Star Wars Celebration is an Ahsoka Tano Princess Mononoke mashup, which this mask is the main part of. It looks like it's still missing the horns, but I sewed in these little snap-on buttons so they can just snap on like that. My plan is to use the fur to like cushion it and then pack it into a little box for extra security. Everything is all over the place, but I'm just going with what's closest to me. And the next thing I have is the leisure sheet for Tokyo Disney, which is like the mat to put on the ground to sit on. Boot covers, which I got for the Ahsoka cosplay. If you might recall, the pants on that one are kind of crazy. So I got these so I can tuck the pants in and make it look a little more like Ahsoka. People that are checking the suitcases are going to be like, what in the world is in there? Oh my goodness, that takes up a lot of space. I'm just going to pray that everything is going to fit in here. We're just going to keep moving forward. Next up, I have pieces for the Vader outfits. I don't think I showed a final version of this on here. The reveal will be the day I wear it, I think. I don't know if this is a normal thing that everybody does, but I always like roll up my clothes as small as I can to fit between the rail things in the suitcase. But I just try to make the most of the space. I don't think it's fully hit me yet that Celebration is just a few days away. I think when we get to Japan, I'll be like going crazy. Third Celebration outfits I was thinking to take was the Queen Amidala dress that I made for Star Wars Night last year. I'm honestly not 100% feeling it. I feel like I might come up with some crazy idea overnight. Also, I almost forgot that I wanted to show you guys my nails. I've taken a break from gel nails, but I treated myself and got a Star Wars design. So the theme that I'm thinking of is Anakin. 2 Jedi crests, one for Anakin, one for Obi-Wan, fulcrum for Ahsoka, and then crest of Naboo for Padme. I'm so excited with how these came out. So next thing I have is the Tokyo Disney outfits, most likely sticking with the plan of the Mike Wazowski outfit and the Raccoon Peter Pan Fantasy Springs outfits. I've been keeping an eye on the weather and it looks like it's going to be kind of chilly-ish, so I'm hoping the hats are not going to be too hot. Taking a risk with not packing any ears for the Disney outfits, but I'm very excited to wear the Fantasy Springs hats in Fantasy Springs. It's also almost the anniversary of Revenge of the Sith, probably my top favorite Star Wars movie. Number 2 would be Return of the Jedi. The fall of and the redemption of Anakin is kind of how I like to look at it. And while we're on this subject, I will say that my third favorite and onward is Attack of the Clones, Empire Strikes Back, A New Hope, Phantom Menace, and then the sequel trilogy in that order, 7, 8, 9. And just because they're at the bottom doesn't mean I don't like them. I definitely have love for all of the Star Wars movies, and this is just my personal opinion and personal ranking based on what I like to rewatch. I think the sequel trilogy definitely deserves more love. I also predict that in like 5 or 10 years there's going to be a revival for the sequel, similar to what happened with the prequels. If and when that happens, I will fully support that. We've officially got one side down. 2 Celebration outfits, 2 Tokyo Disney outfits alone took up half the suitcase. I didn't anticipate that happening. Probably should have mentioned that this is not the only suitcase, so I do have some wiggle room. The other outfits outside of Celebration, I'm trying to work with the items I'm already packing, and I think that this top might look cute with the overalls, so I'm gonna take this one too. Something amazing also happened. Loungefly emailed me and asked if they could send me some Star Wars stuff, specifically some stuff to take with me to Celebration, which I'm still kind of in shock by. My jaw is on the floor with how much stuff they sent me. As much as I would love to take all of it, I don't know that I have room. But one of the things I definitely want to take with me is this samurai Darth Vader bag. I was shocked that this was one of the things that they sent me. This is like the coolest crossover ever. I didn't tell you guys, but one failed idea for Celebration that I had was a kimono Leia. I wanted to blend my culture with Star Wars somehow, because Celebration being in Japan felt like one of the few opportunities to do that. But yeah, I'm kind of bummed that that idea didn't work out. But who knows, maybe another opportunity might come in the future. But for now, I'm very excited to have a samurai Vader to take with me. The second bag that he's already peeking out a little bit. The second bag that I was absolutely floored by and knew that I had to take with me is this chopper at Loungefly. There's so many details on this bag, and because we're making things as efficient as possible, I'm gonna roll up shirts and socks and smaller items and pack them inside of this. Bathroom stuff I won't go into too much detail about. Shampoo, hairspray, toothbrush, stuff like that is pretty easy to find in Japan if you need it. One thing that is not is deodorant. Japan doesn't really do deodorant the same way we do in the US. So a stick deodorant is like an absolute necessity in my bag. Electrical plug we have here in the US works in Japan. You don't need an adapter or anything for your stuff to work. The other hair thing looks kind of crazy, but my current go-to styling method is the overnight blowout, which I learned about through TikTok, and go in with a curling iron first to curl my hair just to get a little bit of a curl, and then roll up my hair with these socks that have flexi rods inside. It looks absolutely crazy, but it works amazingly. There's a bunch of tutorials for it on TikTok. If you might be interested to see the way I do it, then I might share that in one of the vlogs. A couple last things that I still need to pack and figure out the last Star Wars Celebration outfits. Thank you so much for watching and for being here. and for counting down all the way to Star Wars Celebration with me. It still hasn't fully hit me that it's happening very soon, but I am very excited to take you guys along on this trip and share as much as I can from Japan. The Star Wars Celebration vlogs, I'll definitely do my best to get up as fast as I can. Tokyo Disney and other vlogs around the city might take me a little longer to edit. I hope that you might stick around for all of those. Please be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you again for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.